Welcome to Manny's TV Talk, where we will talk about all of our favorite reality TV shows and news surrounding them. Grab a snack, a drink, and get comfortable because this starts now.
Hello everyone, let's talk about the new episode of The Real Housewives of Orange County, being season 17, episode 3. You guys, this episode was pretty good. It starts off with some nice scenes. Emily's with her husband, Gina's with her daughter, Shannon is with her daughter. It was, just really brief footage that we see. It was nice seeing that, but the first official scene, I guess you could call it, is Heather having dinner with her entire family. All the kids are there, her twins are leaving for college. That's a pretty big deal. So they want to enjoy those moments of all of them being together. And I personally love seeing a family all sitting together on the dinner table and eating and laughing and, just having a good time. Because, when Heather moved to the OC, she basically dedicated time to raise her kids, and she didn't act anymore because that was something she really liked, but she kind of gave it up. And she's thinking that maybe now that the kids are leaving the nest, this could be an opportunity to go back. Then the next scene is Tamra, and she's at the gym. It's closing, so that's really sad for her. Everything's being torn down. They're getting stuff out of there. And then Tamra's friend Jennifer, the new housewife, goes, and she's sad as well because she used to go to this gym, and that's where she actually met her current partner. And they talk about the boat ride that happened last week. Apparently Tamra now is forgetting how bad she screamed at Shannon. Miss me with that, Tamra, you lying. But anyway, Jen is telling her to take a step forward with Shannon and stop fighting, and Tamra agrees. And this is something actually really interesting. So, Tamra and Jennifer are friends, but they fell off not too long ago. And according to Tamra, it was about the affair that Jennifer had, because apparently Jennifer didn't tell her and Tamra found out through the ex-husband, so she was mad about that. So that was really interesting. The next scene is Gina. She's with her man. She's studying for the real estate license. She wants to open up a real estate company with her husband, and she is going over, at the moment, real estate law. So that's a little bit hard for her. It's a little tricky. She's studying a little bit. Then she brings up Jen. She really doesn't like her, and she doesn't even know her that much, but she is judging her for what she did to her ex-husband, because she says that it makes her feel uncomfortable that someone was cheating on their husband because of what she's gone through. And I get that. Then the next scene is the MVP, Shannon, with John. She wants to go buy some crystals for protection because her healer apparently told her that she needs them to stop absorbing other people's bad energy. So she's actually been with John 3 years now. She seems very happy, and I hope it stays like that, because if someone has gone through a lot in this show, it's been Shannon. I think it's time for her to be happy now. And she's shopping for the crystals, and then the phone rings, and it's Tamra. Someone must have said lights, camera, action, because as soon as Shannon answered that FaceTime, Tamra starts to seem like she's crying, but she's not really crying, but she's just like, I'm calling to apologize. I'm so sorry for what I did. Shannon accepts it, of course, but she feels like it's really unfair towards her. And Tamra invites her to the dinner that she's going to be having to, officially say goodbye to the gym. Next, we have Emily. I love Emily's house, and it kind of surprised me because I feel like Emily might be richer than what she shows. But we see the kids playing, and then Emily is out in her backyard talking to her parents-in-law, and she shares some things with her and her mom. Things are really rocky, and that's a little sad, so she wants to work on that, and I hope she does. Next up, I really like this scene. It's Heather and Taylor Armstrong. So remember, Taylor had an acting job that she got in Oklahoma, and she wanted Heather to kind of teach her a little bit. But it's funny because an actress from the movie that she's in pulled out. So then Taylor told Heather, you should do it. Heather says, I'm in. Taylor, a day later, sent her a pic of the set, and she was like, we're ready for you. And Heather thought she was, she was just joking. She didn't think that Taylor was going to take it seriously. So that was a little misunderstanding, but it was hilarious. And you know how Heather is in her confessional. She was saying something like, "Oh no, I need a production to come offer me the role." It was, y'all know Heather. And then an acting coach arrives. She apparently was on the movie Pretty Woman, and they begin to go over the script and they rehearsed it. And I gotta say, Taylor was good. I'm not saying she's Meryl Streep, but she was pretty good. And then the coach starts to make her do some weird things, exercises. He talks about some body parts. I don't know, it was a little bit crazy. And then we move on to Tamra's dinner that she invited everyone to. I didn't know that Taylor was married, but she has been for a long time. Or maybe I feel like I did know, but I forgot. But anyway, she was there with her husband. The whole cast looked great. They were dressed really nice, considering that it was just kind of a small dinner, except Gina. She looked a little basic. But I didn't like that Gina was body shaming Jen's husband, calling him short, like making fun of him, like really. But then we see Tamra's son appears, the one that tried to put Gretchen in the bathroom. Yeah. But he's obviously much older now. He has a kid. He's gone country. Like, he lives in some farm. He has his little cowboy hat. And then everyone else arrives. Shannon is the last one. And when Shannon arrives, you guys, Tamra has a total bipolar reaction compared to last week. She goes up to Shannon and hugs her and says, "I'm sorry, I love you, I miss you." It was crazy, but I mean, at least she treated her nice when she came in. And the party is going on, people are chatting, they're all over the place, and Gina and Heather are talking. And then Gina shows Heather a post that Jen did with her friends. They posted it, and the caption said, "We are still here," like we're still open or something. And in the post, they were like all dancing to like, "Hallelujah, we're still here." And they think it might have been some shade towards Tamra, or maybe it was just tone deaf, but they put a pin on it, and then everyone gathers to have dinner. They had when they have like the food cooked in front of you in the grill, and then they like throw it into your mouth or whatever. And while they're having dinner, messy Gina tells Jennifer, "Hey, I'm surprised you're here. I thought you were in a fight with Tamra." And Jen says, "Why would you think that?" Gina says, "Because the day before your friend's party, you're posting that you're really happy that you are still open." And it's crazy because when Gina and Heather were talking about the post, they told each other that they weren't going to bring it up that night, but she did. So the rest of the women start to hear what's going on. So Jen is like addressing all of them, and she's explaining, I have a business, and because of the pandemic, this and that, but we are still open, like whatever. It wasn't big of a deal. And Tamra starts to like slowly heat up, like when she has that look where she's just like staring, but you can tell that she's like about to lose it. And she says to Jen, "You wouldn't post this because I'm closing, right?" And Jen says, "Absolutely not." And then she kind of lowered the temperature and said, and you know what? I apologize if it was tone deaf. It was definitely wrong timing, but I would never mean it like that. But you know what? Gina came across very messy, and even Emily said it. And then Jen and Tamra hug it out. But then a little later, they're all having dessert, and they mentioned that it's funny because there are 3 Ryans there: Tamra's son, Taylor's husband, and Jen's man. And then Tamra starts to explain the story of Jen and her ex-husband, the cheating and all that. Jen starts to open up and share, and then Gina walks away while she says, "I'm not going to sit here and pretend infidelity is okay." Okay? I mean, she's right, but she's kind of annoying. I don't know. But back with the girls, Emily asks, "So when you met Ryan, your current man, was your husband away? Or did you want him to be away so you could be sleeping with Ryan?" And Jen wants to explain the story, but Tamra is making some weird faces, and Jen says, "Don't do that. Don't do those weird faces." And in her confessional, Tamra is saying that the husband caught Jen and Ryan doing it in the car, but Jen is denying it. I'm confused, and I don't know who's lying or who's not. I mean, we don't really know this lady to know if she's telling the truth or not. But that was that. They then cut the cake. It was really cool. It had little decorations, like gym supplies or whatever. And Tamra is cutting it, And as she's cutting the cake, she gets it and throws it on Eddie. And before you know it, it's a whole cake fight. It was hilarious. Tamra and Emily got into it and they were like fully covered in like cake and frosting. And then Tamra starts chasing all the other girls to cover them in cake. It was like funny though. It was really nice. They were all laughing. And that was, I feel like, a perfect way to end the episode. And as I ended the episode, I thought, oh my gosh, am I in the Twilight Zone? Not me enjoying OC more than I'm enjoying Atlanta. Like, what is going on? I never in my life thought I would be saying that. But I just like that the fighting is like, it's not like too toxic. It's petty and I don't know. But we'll see what happens. It looks like next week Taylor and Heather are gonna get into it. That was a little surprising, but I can't wait to see that. But yeah, you guys, let me know what were your thoughts in the comment section about this episode. Do you believe Jen, Tamra, and just your overall thoughts on what happened? Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys next time, and you guys have a great one. Bye.